Whoa, okay, oh, see, yeah, let me know. I'll do the survey below if you guys are interested and you have ideas of a new survey that you'd love to figure out. It's the finals! King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard Best Song Vote Finals. This is the end. This is finished. The completion of a project that's lasted for a month. Let's do a little recap. A month ago, I posted a video explaining that I wanted to do a survey. It's like an actual democratic vote of which is the best King Gizzard song. We have an 81% response rate. 323 respondents in the first round, 378 in the second round, and 406 in the third round of the survey. We had 514 respondents for this round. We had 788 responses, which is amazing. The objective was to fill out this March Madness chart. There were 6 rounds, 160 songs. In the first survey, we had 323 responses. In the second survey, we had 378 responses. In the third survey, we had 406 responses. In the fifth survey, we had 514 responses. In the sixth survey, we had 788 responses. And in the last one, we had 330. Kind of goes full circle. It could be as well that as the survey goes on, people's songs go out and so people are less interested in participating because their song like got eliminated or something like that. Although that's really like unrealistic. So let's just jump into the results. Self-Immolate in 5th place. The Lure of Lightning in 4th. Am I in Heaven in 3rd. The River with 109 votes. And Crumbling Castle won. Crumbling Castle won. Crumbling Castle is the best King Gizzard song according to you guys. Yeah, I'm a little bit surprised. That's amazing. And so we have Crumbling Castle in 1st place with 112 votes. So that's very, very close, with 3 off. Kinross Skate was almost perfectly accurate, except that he switched Self-Immolate and Lure of Lightning. He thought that Self-Immolate would beat the Lure of Lightning, but actually the Lure of Lightning beat Self-Immolate. From the comments in the previous video, I know that John Kennedy was voting for the River, so that's too bad for him. I voted for the River as well. We're in it together, like that kind of stinks. It's okay though. I'm not that sad about it. I think Crumbling Castle like deserved to win. A lot of people were commenting before. Ronnie Azulero, Am I in Heaven lost. Declan Moore, you'll be sad about that as well, although it's 3rd place. So, and I'm actually kind of surprised that it got that far. So that's pretty incredible. Ahmed, Sam X, and Hamish all were shitting on Self-Immolate. But yeah, I mean it did do 5th, but it's still in finals, so it's pretty impressive. It's a good performance. It's pretty cool because this is we have 5 in the 5 songs, none of them are from the same album, so it's a very diverse final. For the two top ones are fairly close, but I mean it's a clear winner, and I'm really happy about these results. I think this was a lot of fun to do. So that was the best of 5. Now let's look at the percentages. I'm not sure, I thought that the River would win the best of 5 and Crumbling Castle would win the percentages. So maybe it might be the other way around. I don't know how I'm gonna do this, so let's see. Crumbling Castle, Am I in Heaven? Crumbling Castle take it. Well, yeah, but so Crumbling Castle is just gonna take everything. Whoa, okay, oh, see, so Crumbling Castle takes it. Alright, okay, actually it's interesting. Crumbling Castle versus Am I in Heaven, and Crumbling Castle took it with 68%. Crumbling Castle versus Self-Immolate totally destroyed it, 82%. Crumbling Castle versus the Lord of Lightning, 79%, so the Crumbling Castle is totally wrecking everyone. Crumbling Castle versus the River, and actually the River took it 50.2% versus 49.8%. I'm not quite sure how that works because 165, 164. Whoa! It's 1 person. 1 person difference. That's pretty crazy. That's actually kind of hilarious. Wow. On 329 responses. That's pretty incredible. And you see how there's 330 responses here. So that one person who didn't fill it could have made a difference, like a huge difference. But yeah, wow, interesting. So the river is taking it in terms of points, I think. Let's see, at least in the 1v1. Am I in Heaven versus the Lure of Lightning. Am I in Heaven takes it, so that's in. I think that's what's really interesting, is seeing in which cases does this differ from the top best of 5. So Crumbling Castle versus the River. Crumbling Castle won in the best of 5, but it's lost in the 1v1. And so this makes sense. That's following the thing. 54 versus 46. That's pretty close, huh? That's a pretty close difference. 73% for the River and 26% for the Lure of Lightning. That's not surprising. The Lure of Lightning versus Self-Immolate. Yeah, that's not that surprising. 58-41. Am I in Heaven versus the River. The River killed Am I in Heaven, although not that. Am I in Heaven held up like significantly well. 64%. Am I in Heaven versus Self-Immolate. Am I in Heaven wrecks it? Yes, okay. The River versus Self-Immolate, and the River wins that. So okay, I guess this is the only part that's really interesting, is the 1v1. Like, that's kind of luck. That's just luck. That's luck, but then how? That makes like no sense. No, you know what it is? It's because some of these people that were voting for the River voted for like another one of this song. So all right, so let's look, I guess, at the points. Well, as you can see, Crumbling Castle took it as well in the number 1, took it as well in the terms of points. So it's a clear winner by far. Crumbling Castle takes it, followed by the River, then Am I in Heaven, the Lure of Lightning, and Self-Immolate. So this is very consistent with the best of 5, surprisingly. So that concludes the King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard Best Song Survey. The answer is Crumbling Castle. That's fascinating. I've had a bunch of requests asking for new rounds, new surveys. I'm totally down to do it. I do think it would be really fun to do it, but it would be awesome also to kind of maybe move a little bit away from the King Gizzard genre itself, and then maybe like, can we broaden it up a little bit? We're gonna do a survey about what survey to do next. I'll add like a blank slot and you can add some questions. I'll add some thoughts. Like, I'm thinking maybe, you know, favorite movie, favorite band of all time, favorite album of all time, rather than just King Gizzard. But I do feel like a lot of my fans are King Gizzard fans. So if I do like, what's your favorite band, and everyone votes King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard, it would be like kind of silly. So yeah, let me know. I'll do the survey below if you guys are interested and you have ideas of a new survey that you'd love to figure out. Someone said best live versions, and there's so many things that we could vote. I feel like there's so many things. Maybe we could start our own democracy, start our own government, and vote for laws. Anyway, it's been real, guys. Thank you so much for joining me. I really appreciate it, and this was awesome. See you in the next one.